Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to generally talk about what are some good ways of writing codes and how do we do error catching. So essentially it's called error handling, and for that we use the try and catch method. So this is our main class, the error handling class, and then I have my public static void main, which is your main method, right? So this is how coding is done. It will come here, it will create this scanner. And then the try catch is important. So essentially what I'm doing is when I'm doing a try catch, it is going to ask me for a numerator. So that means I will be asked to type something in. Now, technically this is a division example that I'm showing. So technically I should put, let's say, a number divided by any other number apart from 0 so that it gives me a result. But what if the user is not able to do that? Let's say the user gives a letter in the beginning or gives 0 in the second time. How do we catch that? So let me first run it for you. So as you can see, I've run the code. It says enter the numerator. Now, and then it is calling this get input. So if I just come at the bottom, you will see the get input is mentioned here, and it is getting the input, and it is going to check whether the input that I've entered, because this is where it is checking whether it's a number or not. This means whether it is a whole number or whether it's a fractional number or not. If not, it will keep asking for you. So let's say if I write some random thing, you can see it says that this is not a valid number, please enter a valid number. So until unless I put a number here, let's say I put 100, then only it gives out. So it returns and the code comes out. So this value of 100 is saved in this numerator. Now again, the second time it is again calling this get input, and if I again put something here, some letter, it will not work, and again it is asking for another number. So this is what is happening in this function. It's a while loop. That means it will only accept when the number has been added correctly. Now let us say I put 100 here also. So I put 100 and 100, so which is fairly easy. So it has got a numerator of 100, it has got the denominator of 100. It is calculating the result now, and for that it is again going to use this divide. So if we come to the divide part, you can see in the divide it is getting two numbers. It knows that it has got two numbers, and based on that it is calculating and it is giving us a result. Now if the denominator was 0, then it will say cannot divide by 0. So let's run that again. So I'm going to run the code again, and let's say I put 100 and 0. You can see here that it is giving me an error. And why is this error coming? Because you can see here it says throw new arithmetic exception error. So when it found out that my denominator was 0, it is throwing this arithmetic exception error, which is basically telling that okay, division of 0 is not allowed. And then it says the scanner is closed. Now what is this happening? The important thing to understand is that the code has finished with an exit code 0. That means the code has run the entire thing. It did not get stopped out. So there was no error actually, because even though it said it's an error, but the code actually ran the full part, right? So that's the important part. So what is happening here is that it has thrown this arithmetic exception here, that division of by 0 is not allowed. So this was caught, this exception was caught, it printed it out, and finally means that once this entire the above code is done, it is going to stop the scanner. That means going to close the scanner, and finally it is also printing out scanner closed. So this is a beautiful method of writing codes, the try catch exception, because then what happens is that wherever if we get an exception, it will catch it and the code will still run. Also always note that I've done a last part which is exception E. That means, let's say, this is a very simple example, but when we are, let's say, doing our strategies, right, sometimes we don't even know what kind of error might come up. So if we put a catch exception E, it is opening up the opportunity to catch any kind of error, any kind of unexpected error which we have not even thought of. But at least the code will still run, and finally it will go into this finally part. So this is usually how we should be doing our coding, using the try catch, because it ensures that the code will run till its completion. So I hope this is clear. Again, thanks for joining. I will be seeing you in the next video.